right. Welcome to a very interesting episode of UnPack Pittsburgh. We are here at my place. We just had a phenomenal meal prepared by Chef Sarah herself. Thank you for not only preparing that amazing meal, but being on the podcast. Then I also have Jorgely, a digital content creator. And of course, back by popular demand, all your DMs, Jimmy Big Muscles.
What's up, guys?
So why don't you kind of start us off by what we just went through with you? So you came to my place, you brought some food. Now you kind of specialize in several areas, but let's talk about two for the podcast. You talk about your private in-home chef culinary experience, and then you also have your ready-made meals. So Let's start with what you did for us today, and then we can take it a little deeper from there.
Okay. So today I brought foods that get you in the mood because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Aphrodisiac foods, if you will. I always laugh after I say it. So we had shishitos, chilies. We had some basil-crusted almonds, a beet dish that I believe someone liked.
That was the best. That was my favorite.
So some balsamic beets on a bed of whipped, smoked tahini goat cheese. And some little heart cookies.
I love those. I devoured all of them. So
I cannot take credit for those, but they were a good addition. They were a
like
little bit of
sweet.
Yeah, everybody needs chocolate to get them in the mood, right? We've also had some red wine. We're having a spritz.
So what's the drink that you made for us? Because it's delicious.
So this is pomegranate, which is an aphrodisiac, with some sparkling wine. It's really good. It's really good, especially after your second one.
Wait till your fourth. once you catch up, so. That's when it kicks in.
Right? So I did a small in-home service, I guess, when I came over tonight. So that's what I do on the regular is Sarah's personal chef service. I come to your place. We have an experience. We talk about the menu prior to, customize it. I prepare the food in home and present it. And then usually we just gather and talk about why we're eating the flavors that we're eating. So I think we did that tonight. Everybody had questions. A lot of people here tonight knew what was up. So it was nice. It's been a good crowd. And then secondary, I do healthy meal prep. And that's geared more towards, well, it's definitely outside of the home. And that's geared towards the healthier aspect of your lifestyle. So in home, we're going to get, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you'd like. And then the meal prep service is going to be more healthy focused. I do 2 drop-off areas right now. There is CrossFit Athletics in Southside on 21st Street, which is my gym. So whoop, whoop, CrossFit Athletics. And then Rain, which is a competition cheerleading gym or a competitive cheerleading gym.
Which is my gym. Whoop, whoop. Kidding,
so
I'm sure they're great.
Later.
There's people like, he probably does go there. Sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
Oh, no. We definitely want to hear a cheer. Definitely
Gotta
later.
do it, Brian.
No. That's after the 6th one.
You can drop the beat.
Oh.
Wow.
That was good.
Got food jokes. She's got food.
I just got it.
He has to go through those big muscles to get to the brain. The brain is not the big muscle.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I do an in-home service that's customizable, and then the out-of-home meal prep service that's individual meals that are geared towards health. It's a small pre-planned, pre-order menu, and there's 2 drop-off locations, one in Pittsburgh and one outside of Pittsburgh so far. So if you're interested
Amazing.
in becoming a drop-off.
So we'll eventually get to Jimmy Big Muscles, the food connoisseur, but we'll start with Jorgely. Why don't you talk a little bit like about some of the food that we just ate and what your thoughts are?
What was the
Beets?
no, the pepper.
Shishito?
Shishito.
Yes, the chilies.
I guess what inspired the shishito, because that was my favorite.
So they are easy eating, meaning they're a mild, smoky in flavor is
You
like
did
their
make 'em quick.
profile.
Makes
You made them so
sense.
fast. We
Makes
were talking and
sense.
we
Yeah.
were done. I
I
was like, we
love-
should have videotaped that.
They're so fast. So you literally just get a pan that is already hot. You put a little bit of oil in it, toss them, scorch them, and then finish them with a little bit of salt, and you're done. You
Literally,
can
that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I
They
just
were that
finished it with
flavorful.
an
Tasted
olive
so
oil.
great. Yeah,
Yeah.
loved
Really
it.
good. I need to try 'em.
And we did squeeze some, what was it? The blood orange over top.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At the very end. So that's also an aphrodisiac.
Awesome. It makes sense. It wasn't. I thought it was going to be a little spicy, but it wasn't. So it was.
There's sometimes one in the bunch that really like is super spicy, but luckily we all stayed in the mild range tonight.
Loved it.
See, Jorgely loves spicy
That's
peppers.
why. Yeah. I think that's what stood out to me.
Dang.
Whenever I cook food for her, it's
Nah.
like I think I make it spicy. and then,
And then there's Jorgely spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Every
yeah,
Sunday.
and my family eats spicy food. I mean,
But not
Every
really.
Sunday, his
yeah,
grandmother.
if I have
tries
any
to
other friend,
top it.
any other friend comes
Still
over
never to
and
the
eats,
level.
they're like, "Oh, this is so hot." Jorgely's like,
Everybody else is sweating.
Right.
my nanny every single weekend she tries to top it. She's like, "Okay, here, Jorgely, take it,
she'll
like
come.
take
Here's
it
a
this,
ghost
take it this
pepper. What do you think of this?
Next thing you know, she's like, "Yeah, it's not that
Everyone's
hot."
like, "What?"
I'm like over there like, "What do you mean?" And I eat spicy stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to try something from Chef Sarah.
She has steel taste
some
buds.
spicy
So-
food recommendations.
Chef Sarah would love to customize something for you. So what is on your spice scale? Like what would you
Anything.
It's
say
unlimited right
It's
now.
is
unlimited right
spicy?
now. Literally anything.
I haven't
Yeah.
found a cap.
I haven't tried those famous ghost peppers though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even sure that if I would cook with them, you'd taste anything but the
That ghost
Same.
pepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's what I don't like about
So-
spicy food. I like spicy food, but like if it's too overwhelming, where that's all my
Ruins
nose
your food.
runs.
Yeah.
I can't. My face is
Yeah.
hot. I can't taste anything. I don't like that. But I do
Yeah.
like spicy
Yeah.
food.
Same.
have you
I
ever
love it, but-
watched the people eat the spicy peppers?
Lord.
Like just
I don't
with
know
the
how
mouth
they
to
taste.
watch,
It
yeah.
is,
'Cause they
Yeah.
start
but it's also
spitting
addicting.
and-
Like you can't look away, and you're just like, oh.
I've never seen
think
that.
I
would be
can't
an ick
imagine
for
how
you.
they feel after.
Sure.
That's
You'd be like,
yuck.
No, it's gross. It's
Yeah.
gross.
Why would I watch that? Have all my options to consume for anything to
What's the
consume
one-
my
You
time?
know what?
There's that
That's
one
not gonna
show,
be it.
though, and it's
Oh, the pepper one, the sauce.
no,
sauce
where
one?
the
Is it called, like, Hot
celebrities
Ones?
get
Yeah.
interviewed.
Yeah, Hot Ones. The
Yeah.
Hot- yeah, yeah.
Hot
It's
Ones, yeah.
actually
I've seen
really
that. That's
smart.
interesting.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
Yes,
And
I
they
think it's
eat
really smart.
Every single wing they eat like increases. in
Yeah,
Wow.
I've seen
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, that's
Because
cool.
then when you ask them more serious questions, it's like they just want to tell you because they're under so much pressure, right?
Lord.
I mean, I don't think it's going the aphrodisiac
Maybe for the next
route, but
podcast,
it's definitely
we can
going
do
the
that.
honesty route. Like, you know,
We could see
maybe-
who lasts. It would be like Survivor. Who lasts
Yeah.
the longest?
I'm sure Brian will be the first one out.
Wow. I think I could outlast. Maybe not you, because you're talking some big game. Although you might be
No.
lying. I think I could
I
go.
feel like you would win.
I mean, for the last 10 years, I've been eating spicy food, so I would say I'm pretty
We'll
good.
see.
All right.
I'm pretty
Well,
good. Like, what do you
when-
consider hot? Like, I mean, like, what kind of sauce do you put on? Are you like a Valentine?
I like tapatio,
That's
Tapatio.
nothing. That's not even spicy.
but that's
That's like
like
ketchup.
that's my go-to sauce though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
It
like
has a really good flavor.
I'll put it on anything.
She puts
Cereal.
it on peppers.
Name it.
Okay.
She actually does put it on a lot of
I
weird
think we have
things.
ourselves some good content.
Weird
coming,
things she
so.
gets put on.
But overall, I think what I really liked is that your food is very simple yet tasteful.
Thank
And
you.
I was more than satisfied with my dinner, because that's what it turns out to be a lunch, dinner,
Yeah.
breakfast. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Small plates always become my favorites because you get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You get to change your tastes. You're not just sitting down to like a pork chop and mashed potatoes. I don't want to piss off any Yinzers. I totally get it. Like I love that too. The home style meals are amazing, but there's something to be said for like flavors that are different, and you get to try a little bit of everything. So
I like the word simple. When she first said like, ooh, but I'm like, no, kind of what? Like it wasn't easy to make.
no, I love
But
that.
it was simple.
I love that
and it
compliment.
was, what was the other word you said? You said another good word.
Simple and easy. I think I
No,
said
there was
easy.
another word. It was like fulfilling kind of thing. I forget.
It was very. I was very satisfied.
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 Satisfied. That's the good word.
Because you know what
Perfect
I
word.
feel. Typically, when I sit at a dinner table, I will eat to stuff myself with food, but that wasn't the case tonight, and I love that because it made me feel healthier. Yet I was very full.
Yeah.
That's where I was
And
going. Satisfied is the perfect
It was
word.
just so tasteful too. There was
Yeah.
a blend of flavors in there, and it was just amazing. So
And I like it because I think that it's good conversation. Food becomes the
Yeah.
conversation, right? Because we were all talking about like, oh, what did you do with this? And what are the flavors in this? I mean, obviously pointing out the whole mood situation, but, and there's so many more than do you know celery?
Valentine's Day is coming up.
I didn't realize half the foods that we ate were aphrodisiac.
I know.
Like I knew oysters
Yeah.
were because that's like a popular
Yeah.
thing.
Right. Which
Oysters
didn't happen tonight.
And,
Sorry, they
And
wouldn't know.
what
until
else
you-
did
they wouldn't know until you
Yeah.
said that. It's okay.
and like I think I knew peppers were too.
I didn't know.
But-
I've had the shishito peppers.
Yeah.
I didn't know
wonder.
beets were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beets. You said olive oil.
Olive
Nuts?
oil.
Olive
Nuts.
oil,
Nuts.
olives, almonds,
I mean, chocolate. I could've guessed
basil,
chocolate.
chocolate. Well, yes,
Chocolate.
chocolate. Chocolate's like the go-to, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's what Valentine's Day is built around.
I would've said
Dozens of
oysters and
roses and
chocolate.
chocolates, right?
I
That's
realized
probably
like,
the
all
only two I
my
could have guessed.
all my
I'll be
favorite
honest.
foods are aphrodisiacs.
Asparagus is one,
I don't think bread.
which is
Oh.
weird.
It's an aphrodisiac.
What is?
Bread. I don't think.
No.
I don't
No.
think. I don't think. For Jimmy.
I don't know. A plate
For
of pasta
Jimmy.
could be very romantic.
Everybody else puts their sweatpants
wine
on and goes
and
to
candy.
bed.
The
Yes.
wine cancels it out because
Yes.
the wine is an aphrodisiac.
That's got to be a lot
Yes,
of wine.
and if you have some good olive oil, that's where it's
Yeah,
at,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Listen, I'm not going to argue with a plate of pasta like all day, every day.
Pasta could not be him. That is like every cheeseburger. Like, a plate of pasta. Come on.
Well, if you think about it, like, what's like the typical meal everybody gets on Valentine's Day? People
Pasta?
get like steak.
Steak.
I think steak and
I
like
think, yeah.
like a
I think
potato and stuff. That's not even
everyone
an
runs-
aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
See, like I think that's a rookie mistake. Well, it depends. Like, because like if you want to be like, it depends what your goal is for the rest of the evening.
Oh, Lord.
But I would think
You need
like,
to lighten it up with
I
some
would-
like seafood.
I would think salmon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have said salmon. Like every Valentine's Day, I mean fish. You know what I mean? That's good.
Oh, Brian. Oh, Lord.
Okay, well,
He's like a tomato. He's crying.
Every Valentine's Day.
guys
That
know.
should be a card.
Just so you guys know, that's getting edited.
I want to have fish
And
tonight.
we're back because whatever I just said it did not sound like what I meant. But anyhow, so wow. All right, Jimmy, have you ever cooked? Like, what do you cook for Valentine's Day? Do you do a dish? Do you guys go out to eat? What do you guys do?
what did we do last Valentine's Day?
He doesn't remember. Hey, back up.
I actually don't remember.
I don't remember.
Well, I guess it
I'm
wasn't
pretty
good
sure it was
enough.
pasta.
Bread and olive oil. It was so good.
Mussels.
No, we definitely went somewhere. We definitely went somewhere. I think for Valentine's Day.
I don't remember, honestly. Oh, wait,
Usually-
did we go to that one place in the casino? Grand.
Concourse? That's not in the.
No.
That's not.
Okay.
That's not in the casino.
That wasn't
Two words, grand.
Oh, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was pasta.
I probably made pasta.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Maybe
What was your
something
favorite
different.
thing Chef Sarah made today?
I was between the peppers, but I really like the almonds too. You said you roasted them first?
Yes.
Because they tasted super smoky, and I like that.
Yeah. So they were toasted, and then I took some of the almonds. So instead of like pignolis or pine nuts in the traditional pesto, I just used some of the toasted almonds.
Nice.
That way, we're just doubling down on the
Those
mood
are really
enhancing
good.
ingredients.
And then I mean the beets and the sauce.
Goat
What
cheese?
kind of sauce? The goat cheese sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, that was goat cheese. Oh, no
Yeah.
wonder I liked it so much. So literally, beets my favorite, and goat cheese. You want a pillow?
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
I gotta get it.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Oh, you got
your pillow. So it had tahini paste, so sesame. Some smoked paprika
Oh, smoked
and goat cheese
Goat cheese
and
is
lots of good
delicious.
olive oil.
So goat cheese. That's like when there's a goat cheese pizza, I always get it.
Oh,
Goat
when
cheese
there's
is like one
goat
of those
cheese anything, I'm down.
Same thing. I was just in
Yeah.
San Diego, and I was at a very nice restaurant, and there was a beet salad. I'm like, there's never been a beet salad that I've never not liked until that one, unfortunately. I was so in San Diego.
How'd they make it?
It was
No
like
goat
it was
cheese.
like they didn't make it. It was like they threw like a bunch of. It was the weakest salad for $30 I've ever had. It was so bad. It was so bad. And San Diego is my favorite city outside of Pittsburgh, and like best food, best everything, and I was just amazed how bad it was.
Yeah.
Couldn't even like comprehend how
Yeah.
bad it was.
Well, you know what though? Let's just because I can appreciate that, like not every chef has the 99% of the time everything that you put out is going to be like spot on, but there are those misses, and I can appreciate that. I mean, I've had a few misses in my career, but then they're just learning tools as well to like move forward. So just because I don't want to bash chefs, but
No, everybody makes a mistake.
yeah.
It was actually a few
You
months
got
ago.
back from Italy.
Was it?
I was just making carbonara,
Carbonara.
Yeah.
and the cheese I
That's
got.
the one with like bacon, peas, and all that.
That's the heart attack
so
on
it's
a plate.
It's guanciale.
So good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's just guanciale, pecorino romano, and black pepper and egg.
Oh, I'm thinking chicken carbonara.
Oh yeah, that doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
No.
Mm-mm.
What's the one with
No,
bacon and peas? I thought that was carbonara.
That, yeah, they call
It
it that,
is,
but
but
in Italy,
yeah.
doesn't.
Oh,
exist.
that's like black. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's the American
This
twist.
was
Yeah.
this was in.
Yeah, there's no heavy, there's no cream,
No.
there's no heavy cream, there's no peas or anything. It's just and it's not. I think a lot of times they'll use like pancetta here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just guanciale, which is a pig cheek.
Okay.
But I mean I made it many times before, and one day she never had it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make you this for the 1st time. I was like, it's delicious, and I was like, you don't want to order it at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Most places around here don't make it the traditional way. I was like, I'll
Not,
just make
not
it for you.
Jimmy Big Muscle.
So I make it, and I you don't want to blame me. I think it was the cheese. I got the pecorino romano already pre-grated,
Yeah.
and it was because I was in a rush to get it. And you know
Yeah.
how some cheese has like the coating on it,
Yes.
so it didn't melt right.
No.
It didn't, because you need to get it just at the right temperature where the egg doesn't turn into scrambled egg,
Yes.
but it still melts the cheese.
So it
Okay,
makes
I
a
can't
cream
picture what
sauce
you're saying.
without the cream. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you have to get it.
So you have to
So it's
temper-
no
exactly the
bueno,
right
basically.
temperature.
Yeah,
is
you
what
have
we're
to
talking
temper
about.
it.
No, oh,
It's
she's got her
it's
arms crossed.
It's either the
Valentine.
wrong temperature or it's the right
Don't make
temperature.
that on
Yeah.
Valentine's
Well,
Day, Jimmy.
It wasn't good. The cheese didn't mix, and nothing mixed together, and I was like, "What the hell?" I mean, it was the cheese, but that was her first experience with carbonara.
And that's
It
the
was a mess.
thing, like seasoned cooks, chefs, foodies, whatever you want to call yourself, passionate about food. You can make something a million times, and then the one time that you make it, something random happens, and you're like, what the hell? Like, how
Like
did
Brian
this
tried to kill me
happen?
right there.
I mean, I've stood there for parties and I've been like, how did this break? Or why isn't this working? And it's cool because then you have to think on your feet and you have to figure it out and fix it before like you serve it. Like, you can't serve something that isn't going to make everyone happy.
I can't imagine like something like that happening, in a restaurant setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
can't.
does
happens
happen.
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, the high pressure and just
You'll be shocked at how much stuff gets thrown out.
Yeah.
Oh, food
It's like-
waste.
It
Oh,
is
no doubt.
so
yeah,
sad.
we forgot a topping.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, this actually said without cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or gets sent back
Yeah.
for bogus
All different
reasons.
types. Yeah. You tasted that pasta that one time. You're like, everything you made was so delicious, but I can't eat this.
Well, now I kind of want a lesson in a traditional carbonara.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will, but now I'm like nervous to make it. But I just need to get the right cheese.
That's okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
don't be in a
okay.
rush.
Cheese.
I need to grade my
Yeah.
own cheese. Maybe we'll do
Yeah.
that the next episode here.
Oh, there you
Because
go.
it's a very like it's not a hard thing to do, but it took me like whenever I first learned how to do it, it took me like 1 or 2 tries to be like okay, because it's like once you have to get that technique where you make the cream without any cream.
Okay.
The cacio pepe? Cacio
It's like the same
e
thing,
pepe?
yeah.
That's the
Just
same
without one
thing.
child.
Like,
Just
you
throwing
have
out
to
big
take
words.
it
What are we
off
doing?
the burner
Yeah.
because I did it on the burner so many times and it made clumps. And I
Yep.
was like, why is it clumping? Why is it not creaming?
Yeah.
I want to be Italian. And yeah, I had to learn that like it's actually a very simple process. Like, I was complicating it.
You don't have to.
Yeah, and you reserve your pasta water. Like, it's so simple.
Yeah.
Jimmy said
It's
that
like
a couple
3
times. Like
ingredients.
the Italian cooking is really kind of based on very simple ingredients and very straightforward. So
That's why I
That's where
love
you get
it.
to taste the ingredients.
Yeah.
Like what we did today, you could taste the ingredients.
Yes.
Because that's what you have to
Yes.
use
Very
good
much so.
ingredients to
Yes.
taste it.
I mean, the
Yes.
peppers,
Yeah.
like literally, you didn't do much to them.
No, they
So
were
good.
stripped down.
Where'd
They
you
were
get 'em?
just Trader Joe's.
Hey, there's what? Why do you have to say that?
I love Trader
That's where
Joe's.
you
No,
got-
I was.
That's where you got the chocolate
I
too.
was-
She was about ready to give you
I
a
want
chocolatier
Trader
medal.
Joe's.
He was like,
Yeah.
man, oh man, there's chocolate.
No, when
Is
I
there peppermint
when
in
you
this?
said Trader Joe's, I was like, maybe I should not have said the chocolate.
No. Listen, I love it. Okay, chefs can do everything in the world, but sometimes so you can really focus on making certain things good, you can buy other things. It's okay. I
Yeah.
just had a dinner party this weekend and I make homemade ice cream. I love making homemade ice cream. Every aspect of the dinner for 2, I homemade. And when it came down to it, I just didn't have the time to make the homemade ice cream. I went to Jenny's ice cream because hers is like the best in the city.
What is? I don't know what that
Oh, Jenny's ice cream. Plug
I've
for
had it
Jenny's.
before.
is.
I've
So
had it
she makes
No,
the,
Where's
no.
it from?
Well, you could buy it anywhere,
Ohio.
right? Can you?
She's
You could buy
original.
them in the store though, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
most stores will carry them,
Jenny?
but they have
You
freestanding
guys
ones. So
lying.
there's one in Southside.
I've seen them. I've seen
Yeah.
them. No,
You don't
swear to
know
God.
what Jenny's is.
Anyway, they're culinary. She's really culinary forward with her ice cream.
You just said Millie's. I
So,
know Millie's.
I love Millie's. Jenny's is really good.
Oh no, you can like whatever you like.
It's
fine.
just very
Nobody
culinary
sponsors this
forward.
podcast. You can say
So
whatever the hell you
like
want.
you'll go in and get like a rum based ice cream
Okay.
or
That's cool.
lavender. Her wild lavender ice cream
maybe
is
I
like
didn't
my
have Jenny's
favorite.
That was Jimmy's
I don't know.
favorite. Ironically, I can't believe you named his favorite flavor.
I
The only
think
one he's ever
when you
had.
said Jenny's, I saw the font in my mind, but now I'm thinking about it. I think it meant Ben
Brian
and Jerry's. I was like, I see that J. I was like, oh, I've had that before, but it's actually Ben and Jerry's.
Not anywhere. That's Ben and Jerry's.
Their cookie
wanna
dough
take
is
the camera? I
awesome.
feel like if it's not running, we're in trouble. Please tell me it's running.
We're good.
All right, good.
So because of Jenny's, a couple years ago, I decided, and I had been making ice
Jerry's.
cream, but I perfected a balsamic ice cream.
Oh.
And then I
Whoa.
finish
How
it
much
with
am I like
a
that?
really good finishing olive oil, like just like hot fudge. So I make the ice cream. Okay, so you make the carbonara, I'll make the ice cream. And it
I'll
is
bring
a
the
balsamic
wine.
ice cream, yes, with
You better
I'll
find
bring
it.
myself.
You better
the
find
finishing oil
you better find
and then
some place here.
finishing salt.
Ghost
So
pepper
it is,
appetizer.
it's like my favorite ice cream. It's so good.
So I have to
Sounds
step
really
in here.
good.
So I'm probably, if we ranked each other as a foodie, I'm probably last of the
You are.
four. I don't know where that came from.
Already. You're just.
You are.
Anywho, the
So who's number one then?
Ooh, I think it's
You-
between
me.
you two. I don't know.
I feel like
We each have our own specialty.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree with
we
you.
can
Yeah,
be in
you
our
have your
own.
own lane.
Yeah. I love
It's
when
very different. Like
I'm-
what you made today, if say today I was cooking for you guys instead, I would make something very different.
Very
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also
Yeah.
feel like you are a little bit more science, and I feel like you're very more like heritage. Like this is what I'm passionate
Yeah.
about. I feel like you're passionate. I feel like you're more science. If that makes sense.
Science.
Not
Like,
science.
Deeper.
It's
man,
like
it's the,
using finer ingredients and like
finer
very.
Yeah.
ingredients.
I don't want to say I don't want to say
Seasonal?
thoughtful either because it feels like the other one's not.
Yeah, like
thoughtful.
seasonal and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I wouldn't.
But
really use
create.
those
I don't
words.
know.
Science-based, I actually stay away from, like the molecular.
Yeah.
And
I-
No,
he doesn't-
didn't
he doesn't
that.
mean it
I
like
didn't mean
that,
it
I
like
don't
that.
think.
I
I
didn't mean it like
love-
that. No, I just meant like
More like fine dining ish.
you get down to the root.
I like
literally.
to do a twist on fine dining and bring it down to like a rustic level, if you will, of like fine dining, but like a California wine experience. That's kind of
Oh,
how
yeah, that is.
I.
I'll be there Monday. I'll send you a picture from the golf
I'm
course,
jealous.
Oh,
guys. Yeah, I leave Monday. I'm gone a whole week.
where are you headed?
San Diego.
Wait, I heard it's flooded.
Parts
of it.
There are parts that are flooded, mostly Mission Valley area, but yeah, it'll be dry by the time I get there.
Don't
Golf
drown.
courses are gonna be ready. 72 degrees and sunny. I'm ready.
You gonna get that beet salad?
Not from that other place. I'm never gonna go there again.
Yeah.
I won't name it, but my bill was so damn high. It was trash. Although the wine was really good. I'm not gonna lie. But what I was trying to say before someone rudely interrupted that I'm the worst foodie ever. But like when you said like the balsamic on ice cream,
Yeah.
like to me I'm like, I like balsamic. I like ice cream. Well, I'm not even sure I like ice cream, but like together that sounds crazy to me.
It's delicious.
So Jimmy's sister and I, Elena, we went to Alchemy, and that's science. Like they did like
Yeah.
they did like
Oh.
certain chickens. They did certain all kinds of stuff. Like I forget what I ate. She can't eat like she's a nut allergy. So like whatever didn't have nuts she got, whatever had nuts I got. So I think I just got ravioli. She got everything else. But she had chocolate chicken. Like it was
Chocolate chicken?
chocolate chicken. Like
I
to
love
me
that.
that sounds freaking nuts. But she said I didn't
kinda
get
cool.
any of it, but she said it was amazing. But like to non-foodies out there, what would you say? Like do you say go try it? Like how does a non-foodie try
I mean,
crazy dishes like that?
there's chocolate chicken in all different kinds of.
I'm not talking to
like
mole either.
cultural.
Like
Okay, because I was just gonna bring
real
up a
chocolate
mole.
chip.
So like chocolate just on the chicken. I mean, I'd love
That's a
to
good
try
question.
it.
I'm not sure.
I'd
Is
love
it
to
like a
try
spicy
it. I've done
chocolate,
like
or-
a
Yeah, I didn't get it. She
cocoa.
didn't share. So I
A
don't know.
cocoa dusted filet, an espresso dusted filet. You can mix them together. You could add cardamom to the
Wow.
blend, like, and that's outstanding. So I'm feeling the chocolate chicken. I just
Yeah, maybe
want
we have to get more
experience
information.
the chocolate chicken.
Have you been to Alchemy? You
I
should-
have not.
So it's in Market Square. Definitely check it out.
Yeah.
They're really good people out there. Have you guys been there?
No.
No.
Well, that's
Never
a
even heard
great-
of it. I thought it was an ice cream shop for a second.
Wow, Alchemy? Why?
I don't know. It sounds familiar. There's probably an ice cream shop.
Because
in
we were talking
California.
about
Ben and
ice
Jerry's.
cream.
These two are perfect for
It's
each other.
the font.
But ironically, on the podcast, we were talking about how that place is so good for like a date night or like even like proposing. Like it's such a beautiful little spot. Not to put that kind of pressure on you guys. Sorry about that. But at least a good date night.
Valentine's Day.
But yeah, but the drinks were amazing. Like they had this one in the clouds. It's foaming. if you guys watched our freaking podcast, you would have saw it. But the yeah, all
I
of
totally.
you. Yeah, you just missed that
I'll
episode.
sip.
Yeah, you were in the audio version.
Can I
but-
get more wine?
Yeah, I'll get you some more, but I'll let Jimmy ask the next question.
All right. Oh, he's for real gonna get me more wine.
Yeah, I will. But I will say one thing: if you are watching the podcast and you saw me throw my cats around, it's only because Chef Sarah is deathly
I'm allergic, and
So that's why I kept grabbing
my
Delilah.
one eye that I'm not showing to the camera very often. I think is.
Also, if you guys see me on the podcast, you'll often see me kind of go like, I'm a little allergic too, and it just makes me a little itchy.
Oh,
Makes me a little itchy.
See, I feel you, Jimmy. But I do.
It's because we both have very sensitive palates.
Yes.
And that's, that's why
It's because the reason I don't is because I eat expired foods. That landed on my
That's
pants.
sick.
Past
The
date.
other-
You know
Past
what would be
date.
I'm going to
helpful?
put you on blast on the podcast.
Okay.
The other day, so she never bought the organic milk. I was like, get organic milk, because the milk that's not organic just grosses me out, because I just like know
Yeah.
it goes into it. And I mean, I don't really even know if it's much of a difference, but I hope it is. But when you get the
It's
organic milk, it says drink within like 7 days, you know?
Yeah.
So it's past the 7 days. And she's like, oh, I want some cereal. I was like, yeah, I got to throw away the milk. We don't have milk. And she's like, oh, no, we had another we had a new milk. And she's like, well, don't throw it away. I was like, I'm going to throw it away. We have a new milk right here. She's like, no. And I was like,
Don't waste
yes,
milk.
it's bad. And I was like, smell it. It's sour. And she's like, no, it smells fine. I was like, no, it's sour. She ate it. She was like, taste it. It's
I was
going
like,
to taste fine. I was like, I'm not putting that in my mouth.
But
She has
did it
a
make you
stomach of
sick?
steel.
No,
She has a
I
stomach
look
of
at
steel.
me. I'm here today.
Well, when was this?
Like 3 days ago.
No,
4 days
that was
ago?
like- that was a week ago, man.
I was drinking the milk up until 3 nights ago.
That's even sicker.
Oh,
That's
you
disgusting.
kept going.
I'm like,
That-
You doubled
it
down.
went- it
You
went
were like,
more
this
past
is
that.
At this
not.
point in time, I never finish milk ever.
I love milk.
I
either.
mean,
But I'm not a milk guy. I don't
hate
get
it.
milk like 2%. I get like
1%.
non-dairy, like oat,
Almond?
like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I like coconut milk.
I love. Oh, my
that's
gosh.
a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Mhm.
I don't even know if it's appropriate to say. Like milk, I can taste like sweaty udders. Like it's disgusting to me. The dairy,
Sweaty udders.
yeah,
Like
like
non-foodie. Let's
just-
just dive deep into this one.
No, milk
It's
is
just-
gross.
it's
When you're
not my
sipping that
jam
milk, you
at
taste
all. Like
sweaty udders.
yeah,
gross.
like I
It's
don't do
gross.
cream in my coffee. I do.
Yeah.
Well, I do cook with heavy cream occasionally, but I don't know. There's something about like drinking a glass of milk. I cannot do. Cannot do it.
Fair enough.
No, I see that.
It just. I don't know.
It's okay.
Coconut milk all day.
You could drink a glass of coconut milk.
No, I just don't drink any milk.
So
at
just kind
all.
of like cooking with
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of
Yes.
gross to just drink milk.
I
Yes.
was just gonna say that.
Like
They're trying to push that. It's like like athletes are doing it. Like
I don't
remember
think
the-
that's-
remember the got milk mustache.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
probably don't even know what that means.
I don't
No,
even.
I remember that.
Do you know what that means?
I've seen.
You have no
It's
clue.
like-
They used to have it.
This is the
No,
same
no, no,
face
no,
he made when he's
listen.
like,
I don't know
I
what
know.
Got
No,
milk.
I know. They used to have it in the
It's
school
black and white
cafeterias and everything.
colors. It's like got milk.
They had it in the
Question mark?
cafeterias all the time at
Yeah,
school.
but it was about like having a milk
Like
Yeah.
Michael
mustache.
Phelps, milk mustache.
See, you've never seen it. You've never. It's a milk mustache campaign. Got milk.
Yeah, I feel like
Join
after
my
the first
Catherine.
like year or so, you've got enough milk. You're good. Of life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not me. I love milk.
But you don't drink it though. You just
But I
you
love
eat
milk.
it in like cereal. And
I
stuff.
love cereal. I could eat cereal all day long.
That's fair though. What
Yeah.
kind of cereal? All right, let's go down the line. She's last. Favorite cereal? Not
Zero.
Like, not the one
I
that
do
you eat.
granola.
No, not the one that you eat. Like your favorite
Your
though. Because
favorite.
I don't
I don't-
eat my favorite because it's too bad for me.
I swear to God, I
could
don't
get
like
That's your
cereal.
favorite.
I don't like
You'll
it.
never guess. You.
I'll
you
eat
wouldn't
granola
guess
with
my-
coconut milk on it before I
I'll give
eat
you
cereal.
10 guesses. You guys won't.
I just don't like it. There's no.
Oh, cereal's good. I'm. A cereal
never
fan. How about
liked
you,
it.
Jimmy?
So I never had the cinnamon toast crunches.
Okay,
But
like Captain
George-
Crunch.
No, cinnamon
Cinnamon
toast.
Oh,
Toast
cinnamon
Crunch.
toast. Oh, yeah,
I never
yeah.
had those, but Jorgely gets them, and I think they're really good.
Okay.
But I think my favorite one, and I can't eat this all the time, so I kind of don't want to call it my favorite, but the only time of the year I'll eat it is whenever we go to the beach.
Okay.
When my family goes to the beach. Ever since I was a little kid, I'll eat Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh, okay.
Like
And
at the beach.
Yeah, only
Yeah.
at the beach. That week I'm at the beach, there's something about
It's
it.
nostalgic.
Yeah,
It
it's
is. It is.
nostalgic.
Like
Yeah,
I'll wake
that's-
up in the morning at the beach
that's-
and I'll have like a bowl
you're
of
sensitive
cocoa.
Okay,
guy.
can
That's
we
cute.
take
Yeah.
a moment to talk about why food is so amazing? Because it's nostalgic.
It is, yeah.
Literally,
Sensitive guy. It's cute.
Yeah, he is.
seriously,
He's a
it
sensitive
just.
guy. He might cry if he sees a box of Cocoa Pebbles. Those muscles are nothing when he sees Cocoa Pebbles.
Throw a little bit of sand
Yeah.
at him. Some
Yeah.
cocoa pebbles.
Yeah, I'll eat the Cocoa
My
Pebbles
family.
at the beach. That's
Wow,
my
okay.
go-to cereal there.
Okay.
I love Pops.
Pops.
Really?
Kellogg's.
Yeah, I think I love Pops. Yeah.
Kellogg's.
I,
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I
don't
know
know,
so
there's just
many
something
stupid
about it.
brand names and just
Literally.
from shopping for so many
Pops.
years.
Pops.
Yeah.
okay.
You never buy that one though.
But I love it though. I think I feel like if I had to choose a cereal, it'd be Pops.
Wow.
I think you need to put that on the grocery list.
Yeah.
Well, we always walk by and I'm like, well,
Because
what cereal
it's
do you
never,
want?
it's
She's
never
like,
there.
It's always there.
It's not.
They never sell out of Pops.
Nobody's buying Pops.
Oh man, we're really flying off the shelves here at Giant Eagle.
It's not.
It's always there.
It's not.
This couple, oh my
Nobody
God,
knows.
Ben and Jerry's and Pops. Look out, Loretta.
It is. It's always
Okay,
there.
go next time, Johnny.
All right, I will. I'll
we
bring
should
some
go
home.
right now
Okay,
live.
what's your favorite?
Captain Crunch.
No, why? Why are you
Give me
saying
10
that?
guesses.
No,
You won't
oops,
get them.
Just berries.
No, both of those
Frosted Flakes.
mess the top of your roof of your mouth up.
Why?
Frosted Flakes.
No,
Really?
too much crunch.
Mess the
Okay,
top-
too much crunch. Not
You're
it.
never gonna
Rice
guess it.
Krispies.
No, you're
Golden
not gonna,
Grams.
No,
Cheerios.
you're not gonna guess it.
The twisted wheat things.
You might not have ever heard of it.
Oh, I know that one with the frog.
The
on
Count Dracula
front.
thing.
Doesn't have a front on.
Oh,
it.
boo berries.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
I'm trying to think of some weird ones.
you were close.
Oh.
How about that one they came out with this year, the Carmela's Crunch or whatever?
yeah, I
it was
saw
like
that.
the caramel one.
Yeah.
Fruity
with
Pebbles.
No, those. That's
Was it like
Ooh,
apple?
that
Apple
smash.
caramel? That sounds
Oh,
disgusting.
apple flavored cereal.
it's called,
That's so gross.
All right, it is called. I'm pretty sure it's called Golden Crisps.
Oh.
You don't even know what it's called?
For sure.
Is that like an off?
I'm pretty sure
Do you have your phone? My
Is
phone.
it an
Grab your phone.
off-brand? Like
Type
how
in-
do you
no, it's
find
not.
this?
It is unlike Pops that actually doesn't sell out. These do
I mean,
sell out.
I knew what Pops
Golden
were.
Crisps.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know what
sure it's
yours
called
is.
Golden Crisps.
That
It's
sounds like a
gold
boring
box.
cereal.
Yeah, it's oh my
Let me
God.
see
no. Kellogg's.
Where do you
Oh, is it
go?
Kellogg's?
Oh, anywhere
they
you can
make
get
a lot
good
It's the one with
freaking
that like
cereal.
bear
No.
thing.
Which is where?
So you've never had that.
You've had
So you
this
haven't
before.
lived.
You like these ones.
That is the off-brand of that frog when I was telling you
It
about,
is.
which I was close to
That's not an
getting.
off-brand. That's
Listen.
Kellogg's.
No,
The
listen.
frog
That's
is
like
frog.
saying
Let me
That's
show
like
you.
saying
Yeah, no,
Mercedes
she's
Benz
right.
is an
I guessed
off-brand.
it. I guessed it. Frog cereal. Let's start with that. Honey Snacks. Look
Yeah,
at them.
that's it.
You have it backwards though. Honey Smacks is the off-brand of
Smacks?
mine.
Are you sure about that?
Kellogg's versus that's Kellogg's too though.
Kellogg's.
This is the
No,
one.
no. The other one said Post or something.
You're the off.
Wait, no way. I don't believe it.
Brian is the off.
I don't believe it.
Oh, it says Post.
I love this
It's like,
conversation.
Wait, my cereal's
I don't
always
know
in
what-
stock.
And he has a hard time finding Golden Crisps. It's because
You said Pops are sold out.
it's because it's sold out. This
my God.
Golden Crisp was sold out. Okay.
I don't even understand this cereal.
Moving
thing.
on from the cereal.
Yeah,
Talk.
All right.
that was a long talk.
Can we talk about
cereal.
carbonara again? I'm down.
Uh,
Or some
With
like
carbonara.
pesto almonds. Like yes.
See, whenever last time I was in Italy, I always anytime I eat in Italy, in Rome, and I'm choosing my pasta, I always have the hardest time deciding if I want carbonara or if I want matriciana. And
Aren't you just you're
And
you're
what's the
in
second-
Rome?
what's
Order
yeah,
both.
Yeah, But I always get the carbonara instead a lot of times.
What's the second
Even though
option?
amatriciana.
What is that?
It's just a tomato sauce base, but it has guanciale in it.
Oh, okay.
Now, I always lean towards the carbonara because it's so much easier for me to make the matriciana at home. It's just something about it. It's just like it
How many
doesn't
times
taste the
have you
same
made
if
the
you're not there.
carbonara? Just the once? That you have PTSD from it? or
3
what?
times?
No, I've made it probably a total like 20 times now.
Oh, really?
Maybe more.
You still can't
I used to
master
make it all the time. No, I
You're good
He
now.
did,
So it was
except
the
for that one
cheese.
time.
yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had the cheese that had the spray on it. So it doesn't. Clump.
Yeah,
What
the
is it called?
coating.
Some people make
anti-
excuses, and some people
Can't
just do it.
remember.
I don't know. It's along that line.
Yeah.
though.
I don't know, but we're gonna make good on this.
You need
because
Good ingredients to start
Yes.
with, or else you're screwed.
So when we got on the
Yes.
podcast, we said this was going to be 10 minutes. We're at the 50-minute mark.
50.
I don't know.
Let's
I don't
wrap
think
this
so.
up.
Can you make sure it's actually still recording? Poor Delilah's over here like, guys, you guys are...
It's still recording. It's at 40 minutes.
Wow.
40.
Okay.
All right, we're not that bad.
Trying to shake these.
Pomegranates.
I love pomegranates.
I
I
love
love
them.
them.
They're
They're
so
such
good.
a hassle to
I know,
You
but
know.
they're very good for
To what?
you, health wise.
get out of their shell.
They
I think
are.
some of the healthiest food is the
Like a
best tasting
labyrinth
food.
Of like
You
actual.
guys live difficult lives.
Granted,
Let me just
I
tell
bought
you.
the seeds, so
Let
you
me
know
just tell
it
you.
was easy.
The
Easy
difficulty
peasy.
of eating a pomegranate. Like, sometimes life is tough. Like you and Delilah. You guys have the toughest life.
If I could just bite into it, I'd be happy. But
She looks at the
I can't.
pomegranate. She's like, "Where are the pops? My expired milk."
Where's the expired
My
milk?
expired milk. Oh.
Oh man.
Well, you can
So-
buy just the pomegranate seeds, so that's
Yeah.
Chef Sarah, question for
yes.
you. What was your inspiration to start with the meal prepping business and
So that's a real question.
That's a real question. After
That's
okay,
someone's being professional around here.
so
Bullshit.
I guess I started out being very fine dining, the way that I was trained in culinary school, very French. And then, you know, you find your way, you find like your voice, if you will, in food. And over the years, it has just always been super strong, and I've been really passionate about fresh foods. But now I've kind of doubled down on like what is really seasonal, what is like why are you eating this? What are the benefits? And I also got into CrossFit. Like, I guess this will be August will be like my 4th year, I think. So just being in that environment, so you're so split because like I love my creative, very culinary, very gluttonous side. And then there's like, you want to clean it up and feel strong, right? So, and you want to have the energy. And so my exploration like this past year has been more of like, why are we eating this? How is this making us or me strong? How can I share this with people to give them confidence to do really simple things? Like, okay, so this morning I made myself a pre-workout because I hate pre-workouts. I don't like anything that like fluctuates. I worked in restaurants for way too long. I had enough that fluctuated my heart. Yeah. I probably flatlined a
If
couple
anybody
of
knows
times.
that
Like,
sound,
it's-
I'm not making it crazy.
yeah, in my 20s. Fast forward to today, more nutrition based. So it's just like filtered water, whatever, you know, a whole lemon juice, and then just some a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt, and it's a quart of water. That's your whole ratio. And actually, another girl
Does it taste
on
good?
Instagram, no, it tastes like lemon salt water, like ocean water with lemon.
You chug it?
Yeah, well, chug, no, but we were doing squats today, and I did finish it like before we got into like the main part of the workout. So it gave me like the consistency that I wanted. The lemon like opens up your muscles, and the salt gives you the stamina. It's actually from another girl on Instagram that showed this pre-workout earlier this week, and I was like, oh, this is genius. Her name is Lauren Fitness. She's awesome, so shout out to you.
Lauren Fitness.
Yeah, and it's also good for weight
tagging her in
loss
this
because
podcast.
the lemon is a really good like suppressant for hunger. So I tried it out yesterday and today, and I am like hooked.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna have
it's
to
just
try this.
yeah. So like
gonna
my
need some
meal
more
prep
lemon.
is just the meal
some
prep
lemons,
is
you can take
natural.
some on your way out.
Yeah.
I just bought a bunch.
I
Take some
I
on
eat
your
a
way out.
lot. I once I start eating, I like when I cook
Yes.
a lot. I eat a lot of
he
food.
cooks.
And Brian can't keep up.
I heard.
Wait,
I
by
heard
eating
you
or
can't
cooking?
keep up with eating. Eating.
No,
I
that's
heard you
bullshit.
wanted
You
your
need some
stomach.
salt for stamina.
Time out.
wait, no, yeah, time out. Let me talk.
Time out. We're gonna get to the truth of it. First, it was with his sister. We were going to all these places all on Adderall. When you're on Adderall, you don't eat. Then he
Yeah, I
takes
know.
me to 6 different pizza places in one day.
We're doing a
Like,
pizza
it's not
Pizza
eating.
tour.
It's not eating. It
Were you
was like
drinking wine,
pizza
though, with
after
it?
No,
pizza.
we were
No,
doing, like, one slice
it was
of
like
pizza
eat
and
so you
pizza,
get
go to the next
wine
pizza
with the
place.
You have
Pizza.
breaks in between. I'd understand if it was 6 slices at once.
We went to we'll just name 2 of them. It was 3.
Oh.
And one of them sucked.
was
We won't
stuffed
say
by
that
the-
place.
I'm
The
like,
second
Brian,
was
what, you don't
Call
eat
me
pizza?
next time.
Three
Getting one
slices?
piece of pizza at each place. I mean, my sister and I were like, "What do you mean you're full?" I sit down and eat 5 pieces of pizza before I
if
start
they would've been
thinking,
like,
yeah,
hey,
I didn't think about
If they were like,
Right?
"Do you want some golden crisps?" I would have been like, "Yes." Do you want some beets? I would have been like, "Yes." Do I want another
He has
piece
a
of
physique.
pizza?
yes,
No, I don't want any more bread. I don't want bread. Like, it was way too
Yeah.
much bread. That's what I wasn't saying I don't want to eat. I was just like,
And then-
get variety.
Then we started saying how my sister and I, our stomachs will hurt if we don't eat bread.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, my stomach hurts if you don't eat bread." I'm
It
like,
does.
"My stomach hurts now. I ate too
If
much
I don't
bread."
eat bread,
I swear to God.
I love that.
Like, say I'm
Yeah.
doing I don't know, like if we're trying to be healthy, doing like some type of diet, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna eat pasta or bread for a day, and I'm eating just
For a
like
day. He said for
I-
a day. He said for a day. Well, we're trying to eat healthy for a day.
and well, whatever. If I go like 2 days, 3 days without eating pasta or bread or
He's miserable.
even rice, throwing rice in there too. It like upsets I feel like whatever I'm eating, nothing's being like held together.
You need to watch some documentaries.
I need that.
I need the glue.
I need the glue. I need the glue.
Bread is his glue.
Yeah.
Here, I have a question now. So, train French cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite French dish to make
Oh
yourself?
man, I haven't thought about French
you're thinking,
cuisine
can you
for a
name a French
while.
See, I'm saying this
Yeah.
because
I
No.
can't either. Okay,
No.
I'm
barely,
burning off
I don't
things.
really,
Can you
Okay.
give me an example
Anything
of a
French.
French dish?
Yeah, give us an example.
a French dish I make
Creme
a
brulee.
lot.
Yeah, just in general.
Wait,
yeah.
how do you creme
So
I
brulee?
don't
like
know if
a-
everybody knows
How do you
this,
say that?
but technically
If you say
kind
French
of
fries, I'm
French
throwing
inspired dish I make all the time is chicken marsala.
Real?
Okay.
Chicken marsala
Okay.
is actually made with marsala wine, so it's considered Sicilian
Mhm.
Italian. It's an Italian dish, but you know, this chef from Italy went to France, trained, in French cuisine. Every chef was a while ago,
Interesting. Okay.
and then came back to Italy, opened a French restaurant, but he didn't have the right wine to make this dish he wanted to make, whatever dish it was. So he used Marsala wine instead, and then chicken Marsala was born.
Oh, fantastic! I mean,
And I
love
hope that story's right.
Yeah, I love that. I love
If
that.
you have a problem with what he just said, message Jimmy Big
if
Muscles
that's not
on
right,
Instagram.
I mean, I'm sorry, but I've seen that before. That I have no reason.
So
not
what's
to
your
believe
favorite
that,
French?
but-
You said cheeseburger.
So
we can make up whatever story
yeah,
we want here.
cheeseburger
You know what I
for
mean?
sure. Maybe a
French fries.
croque madame or a croque monsieur, like a good bechamel, which is one of the mother sauces, but definitely a good bechamel. That would be like my go-to French like expression on anything. I haven't made a bechamel in so long, to be quite honest, but
Can you name a couple other French
still
dishes?
remember.
For
Me?
yeah, like just general.
I know it's been so long for me. I mean, I originally was like, worked in fine dining, like French restaurants, and I don't even remember.
I'll say like I mean,
I don't even remember.
correct me if I'm wrong because I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I think like
This is
whenever
your
I think
question.
of French food, I'm thinking like a lot of it's like, butter with wine sauce.
It is.
And
Well,
that's
to
like a lot of
finish
the
a
dishes.
sauce,
To, like, finish it
it's
off
called
like
a
that.
mate.
Yeah.
And you finish it with cold butter, which gives it a glossy look. So there's two reasons. There's the flavor in the fat. Okay, three reasons. There's the flavor in the fat, and then there's the glossy,
bonus one.
the glossy finish.
Right.
So that it's very purposeful, and it's very French. To finish sauces with cold butter, but I don't know.
I asked that question
probably
because I don't
went.
know a lot about
I was
French
curious.
food.
Yeah, that was you got very specific.
No,
I
I
can't
went.
even name a
I
French
went
dish.
from French to very Italian, which
Okay.
and like rustic Italian, and then from rustic Italian, I've doubled down on just like fresh seasonal ingredients. And
You know what we should do?
why you eat the
All right, this
ingredients.
is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our common friend, the photographer. I won't shout him out just in
Okay.
case he says no. We're gonna do. You make an Italian dish. You make an Italian dish. We're here in the
Yes,
Spritz
like a
district.
blind tasting.
Yes, we're gonna
That'd
go
be
out
fun.
on the strip and we're just gonna say, do you like A or B?
Ooh.
And then we'll rate them.
I love this.
I think we do
That'd be
that. What do
funny.
you think?
I
That'd
love
be fun.
this.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
So what is
You'd
your
have to
favorite
make the
French
same
dish?
thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. I heard.
What were we asking?
I asked what her favorite French dish was.
Chicken marsala.
Wow.
Good call.
Yeah, touche. All right, well, we're definitely over. Do you have any more? I'm gonna ask question, and you close.
All right. Trying to think. I typically only cook a lot of Italian food. I branch out every once in a while, and I make other things. I think I'm getting kind of good at
What
it.
is the branch out? Give me the most branch out of Italian you've ever done.
I've been making some Mexican food recently.
Whoa, like what? Like ceviche or like what are you talking about? Like a taco?
Yeah, I'm trying to because
I made tacos the other night.
Yeah, she did make
Okay.
tacos the other night. They're good. So I'll try to make some Mexican food. My
Okay.
girlfriend.
Okay.
But I made
Little plug.
I made all different types of things. So
Yeah,
what's something
he has.
that's like
He's
really
good.
different that I made?
I'm trying to think.
She was too busy on her phone.
Yeah.
What's your
No,
question?
I was not.
That wasn't even. Oh yeah. So that was leading up to my. What's your favorite cuisine to cook? If you're cooking,
Oh.
nobody was like you weren't trying to please anybody. Just for yourself, you can only make one. Like, what would you choose? That's what I was trying to get to because I was like,
That was a
mine's
big
Italian.
Watching something I can have a good glass of wine with. And it's probably going to be super veggie forward. I'm like all about vegetables. So, okay, specifically when it's just me throwing things in a pan, it's going to be all kinds of vegetables, lots of garlic, fresh herbs. I'm going to finish it with white wine and probably a little bit of broth or maybe some ghee, like butter.
Yeah.
And then some salt. Like that is a go-to, just like I need to eat, but I'm not making anything specific. I just find whatever vegetables are in my refrigerator that I need to use up and throw them in a saute pan. And white wine's my best friend with fresh garlic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Red
And
wine's
herbs.
my best friend. What's your question there, Jorgely?
It had to do more with like if you've ever done anything with like Mexican cuisine
Yes.
or Hispanic foods in general.
Yes, I think that Hispanic food. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I'm talking to a good couple for this. I feel like Italian and Hispanic, if you just add a couple ingredients or take a couple away, they're very similar. Now, I'm not saying pasta as the staple, but I'm talking about like tomato base. I'm talking about like fresh vegetable usage. Now the spice is on one end versus the
I'd say the
other,
spice is completely
but
different.
yeah, but I mean, I could easily take like an Italian dish and probably just add some things and then be like, oh, I made, this Hispanic
Interesting.
based
That's interesting.
dish because I feel like
think
they
so.
both use very
Similar.
yeah, and very
That's interesting. 'Cause
rustic.
I'm not a foodie, but I don't see that at all.
Easy to me, they're both very easy cuisines, not like easy like, oh my gosh, why don't you know how to make them, but like they're very simple, they're very in my line of just like fresh foods, simple ingredients, and you can pretty much make a dish unless you're making a mole sauce. You can pretty much make a dish like quickly in both cuisines.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I think mole and like, I think I like more of like traditional Mexican things that I feel like you can't really make.
yeah,
Like mole, pozole.
yes.
I feel like things like that are more
asada.
carne asada.
Yes.
Or, yes.
Carne asada is
So
meat.
what's
What are
the
you talking about?
pork one?
Puerco.
Okay.
Or what do you mean? Like,
So I feel like if you cook something long enough, like a protein, right?
Yes.
And you can totally like tell me what's up. But if you cook something properly, like I use like fresh orange juice, some broth, some spices, and then you just cook down that protein until it's something shreddable, right? And then if like homemade tortillas are like the best. So if you make your own little homemade tortillas, you have your shredded situation in there, and then you just add some raw, fresh, like you make a pico de gallo, or you do just some fresh lettuces or some pungent cheese, and then like fresh lime juice. Just a squeeze of fresh lime juice and then some hot sauce. Like that to me is such a good interpretation of the culture.
the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I agree. Yeah.
And I feel like you could do the same. Like a, oh my gosh, what is the pasta? Pomodoro. Pomodoro, right?
Pomodoro.
So that's all super fresh, lightly cooked ingredients. So I don't know. I just feel
I'm
like
guessing
they
pomodoro
go
is
together.
Tomato.
That's the one I
Yes.
made at the
Yes.
Yeah.
on the news actually.
So it's just
okay.
like fresh
Jamie was on the
garlic
news.
and awesome. Yeah. And you made it
Multiple
Pomodoro?
times, actually.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
So I just think that like both cultures can really complement each other, and they can also like integrate or like switch out easily.
I like that.
don't know.
Yeah. It's like a blend.
Yeah. I mean,
Spaghetti
that's
tacos tomorrow.
Spaghetti tacos.
Right, Carly?
Yes. You know what? If you would make like a taco spaghetti bake, that would probably like a
Oh
pie.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Save these creatives for
real.
our food truck. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if I answered the question, but
No, yeah. That's awesome. I guess what would you say is the hardest cuisine to master?
I'd say probably cuisine.
While you're thinking, for me,
Asian.
Probably-
yeah, I was gonna say for me it would
Oh.
be Asian
Food.
food because I don't even know where to start with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know a lot about Indian cuisine. Like I know basic. But I'd have to say that that's just one that I don't have a lot of
Knowledge.
yeah. So that to me is a big
Awesome.
question mark. Yeah.
Brian?
What?
Your question. Your
Oh, I was gonna
pregunta.
say, like, what do you want me to make? I was anything that's not in my Ninja air fryer. My question, let's change it up because this is very food based. For those non-foodies out there, are you from Pittsburgh?
Yes.
What part?
Okay. Well, outside of Pittsburgh, Saxonburg.
Okay,
I grew up in Saxonburg.
Okay, so but you know Pittsburgh area.
Yes.
What are some of your you can cook? Like I can't cook, so like if I want a good meal, I have to go out and pay to get a good meal. So let's pretend you can't cook. Name a couple places. I'm gonna ask you guys the same, and you can't have done work with them. Where where would you go to like, oh my God, that is the meal? Like you had a visitor from outer space.
Okay, I
They
know
get a
it.
taste of place
And
in Pittsburgh.
it's
Where
one
is it?
place in Pittsburgh. And you know what though? There have been more places, but I've been busy and I have a family and I don't go out a lot. But Morcia in Lawrenceville, that is a cuisine that is very close to my, like I actually feel like it's very much like my style. And it is like a Spanish American cuisine. It's Morcia. It's so fucking
Sounds
good.
good.
It used to be.
Can I say?
You say what?
I don't think so.
I can't fucking hear you. What do you say?
Okay, sorry.
This ain't for kids. Are you kidding? We have alcohol. You know what I mean? Just because we were talking about whatever the golden crisp, it doesn't mean it's a kids show. Okay, so what's the name of the place?
Morcia.
I've never heard of that fucking
It
place.
used to be
It's
in
right by
Southside,
Poulet
right?
Bleu.
Or is that a different place?
Oh, Portland, that's still closed.
So Poulet Bleu. Okay, well it's still beside it and it's
yeah,
open.
no, I know, but it's closed.
But I didn't realize Poulet Bleu was
It's been closed
closed.
for a while. I found out in the last podcast.
This is how long it's been since I've gone out.
Gotta get out. All right.
Guys,
your
let's go on
husband's gotta get
a
out.
pizza
You and your
tour.
husbands? Her husband?
Husband.
My husband?
Sorry. It was the wine. If
I'm a
he's
baller.
watching, I apologize.
My husband's.
All right. Ladies first. Go ahead before Jimmy says.
Honestly, this is me just being a little biased, but I think the best place in Pittsburgh that really just brings me home as if I was in Mexico, it has to be Alquiciria's Paleteria, and it is located in Beachview. I think they have the most authentic Mexican food that I have tasted in Pittsburgh. I'm from California, so I've had a variety of different,
Is that the one that's right next to this is gonna sound so stupid, but it's right next to another restaurant. But it has like it has like the candy in first, and then that one. 'Cause there's one in Beachview that's really good for Mexican food, but they have a candy like you can get Mexican candy there.
You can get Mexican candy there, but I'm not sure if you walk in and it's
I can't
Mexican
remember where it
candy.
is.
But I think
Okay.
that place is
Alright.
is really good. So I
That's
feel
cool.
like that's what I would recommend for everyone asking about Mexican food places.
Nice.
Jimmy?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yes.
So whenever I go out, I don't usually get Italian food, not because I don't always like the restaurants, but just because, I don't know, I want to eat something different. What's that one sushi place we went to in Station Square?
Station Square. Oh, that was really good.
That was really good, and I like the whole experience because it's so different than anything.
Mhm.
Station Square.
And
It's so
yeah,
good.
we ordered a
Little-
bunch of little
Texas Day
plates.
Brazil? Oh, no.
No.
Sushi.
Talking about sushi here, Brian.
JJ?
Let me
No.
see. I could
No,
probably find
that's,
it.
That's the
Oh,
best
that's
spot.
yours.
That's
Yeah,
my
it's in-
favorite.
it's in Station Square.
And I thought of another restaurant that I really like. Dang it.
This is a really good sushi spot. It's only for special occasions.
Kiku
though.
Japanese restaurant.
Kiku.
Kiku.
Was it?
Kiku.
One more time?
Kiku.
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 They had some cool things I never tasted there. Like after we ate, they had like you could tell the sushi was super fresh. But then after they had it was a red bean paste with matcha ice cream.
Oh, a matcha ice cream.
Yeah,
a matcha ice cream?
So you would take the
I'm into
bean
that.
paste and then like eat
Yeah.
it. And it was
I would love
a
that.
flavor I never tasted
I
before.
don't know
It
what's
was really
happening,
good.
but I would love
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
And they had like different samples. They had different samples of sake that they brought out, and
Yeah.
they actually talking about sushi.
Yeah.
Because we have a
What did you say?
You know uni,
What?
uni,
Yes.
and it's like delicacy.
Yes.
I had it for the
I do
first
like it
time.
there.
I had it for the first time at the sushi spot. It was right down here in Lawrenceville. I keep saying these sushi spots. I don't remember their name.
I don't know.
Oh, it's in Lawrenceville.
Oh,
You like go
I
upstairs.
know. It has like red colors.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Anyways, I taste the uni.
Umami.
That place.
They just brought it over. I never tasted it before. They brought it over to our table and they're like, "Oh, here's 2 pieces on the house."
Yeah.
You know, and the place was really cool.
So cool.
First time tasting uni, the first thing that went to my mind is I don't even know if people actually call it this, but you know, like Maryland full body crabs.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, crab mustard.
Yes.
That's what the uni tasted like to me.
Interesting.
I was eating it. I was like, I looked at Jorgely. I was like,
I remember
crab mustard. I mean, she doesn't know what crab mustard.
I didn't know what it was, but I
That's
remember
what it tastes like to me.
I remember putting it in my mouth and I was expecting something chewy or like to take like chew
Yeah.
something, and it just went like
It was like
a
saucy.
It melted.
And I was like, where was it? Did I even get any uni? And he was like, that's what it was. And I was like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah.
I guess.
So it sounds like you guys go out for like the Japanese
Do
cuisine
we?
when you go
I feel
out.
like we go Mexican.
Nah, we go all over.
Everywhere,
okay.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're foodies.
Have you
everywhere.
been
Yeah.
to Spoon? That was the second place that I
Where's that?
really love, and it's a chef-owned and run restaurant.
So
Spoon. So it's a
Elena and I went. We met with the manager there, but we did not actually have them on the pod. It was our fault. We should have reached out back to them.
yeah.
But it looked like a gorgeous place. They have like, we went kind of after the season, but they showed us the garden. Like,
Yes.
right there. Yeah, it was very
Yes.
cool. Very
Like,
cool.
Yeah. I tend to graduate towards places that like I don't know. I could feel like my vibe and I don't know.
It's a great spot,
But I
for
think
sure.
Spoon is really cool. And they do like these in between little just it's not on your bill. Like they just do like these little taste
Oh, wow.
in
That's cool.
between. So you
Yeah, it
order,
looked cool. And the guy was
and
great. He sat down with us.
then
This
they
is-
bring extras.
Yeah, when we first started, we were like, we might have had 2 posts.
Yeah.
And we reached out to them, and he sat down with us, Elena and I, and talked. He's like, yeah, what we can do is we can do all this. And then with her schedule, we never reached back out, but we definitely should. But
Yes,
they were-
and there's like the coolest
guy was a really nice
photographer
guy.
across the street, and he's pretty well known. I don't know his name.
Mm.
I follow him, but anyway, like they just have like this really cool like back and forth going on. I went to a photography class that Spoon hosted,
Well, that's cool. That's fun.
like from this guy. So
When
I
you
don't
go,
know.
I want to go.
yeah,
Well,
when you
honestly,
go,
you're-
I want to go.
Your sister's busy now, so
yeah,
you're the
take
food. You're our food
Boom.
enthusiast. You know what I mean?
I really
now we
wanna
got
see
2
that.
more.
I've
You know
never
what I mean?
been.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a very cool vibe. Very cool vibe. No
Yeah.
doubt. All right. Well,
It
we
is-
said 30 minutes. We're over an hour.
All right.
That's the way it happens. But why
Hopefully,
don't-
you hung in there.
for those watching, for those listening, why don't you talk about kind of like where people can find you, and then talk about your 2 offerings one more time.
Okay. Chef Sarah, Pittsburgh area, in-home services, and now meal prep, healthy meal prep, drop off. Location in Southside 21st Street. Just contact me. You can find me sarahpersonalchef.com. You can find me on Instagram at Chef Sarah LU. So at Chef Sarah Lou. What else do I say? You can.
Why would someone reach out to you? So where Valentine's Day is coming up, but let's say Valentine's passes. Is it for like birthdays? Let me just tell you. So when I first met you and your experience today, first thing I thought is if I want to impress a girl, I'm calling you. Because I can't
Yes.
cook for shit. They're not
Dinner
gonna get
for 2.
They're not going to be super
Dinner for
excited
2.
about my
I
ninja.
like
Yes. Dinner for 2 in home. So you get the restaurant experience, but you get your restaurant experience. You don't get like, okay, I'm going to order food from this restaurant because I like one of their dishes. This is a customizable experience. So we can even, for those of you that really want to double down, like we talk about like, do you have a color palette? Do you want to listen to certain music? Like feel food with like music and like the whole experience. So we can do it all. With the decor and the presentation, it can be small bites paired with wines. It can be, just a typical traditional dinner. It can be family style, buffet style, small bites. I mean, I've been doing this since 2009. So, it can really be anything you want to customize it to.
Very cool. And if you have a brick and mortar, a location, that's another thing.
If I do?
No.
Yeah.
Watching, because you need drop-off locations for your. So why don't you talk about that real fast?
So the meal prep situation, yes, I am looking for brick and mortars that are interested in having a drop-off once a week with pre-made bi-weekly menus that are healthy meals. So if you are interested in something like that, it's definitely for like the healthy during the week lifestyle. I understand that everyone has things going on in the weekends. So this would be like a Monday through Friday, and you just kind of want to lock it down, and I can help you with that.
Perfect.
Great.
Awesome. Well, thanks for
Thank you.
first experience was phenomenal. The beets were delicious. The nuts were amazing. The peppers were phenomenal. Like everything, including the other thing that we won't name. But everything was just fantastic. Thanks for being here for that. Thanks for being on the podcast. Jimmy, of course, thanks for being here. Do you want to close the show?
Sure. What do I say? Okay. Ending this podcast with UnPack Pittsburgh, Chef Sarah, Jimmy Big Muscles, and UnPack Brian.
Thanks for watching, Sarah.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
thanks for if you're a business out there and you have a potential place for a drop off for meals. If you're just interested in trying some of the meals, like myself, like I can't cook for shit. I'm just gonna say it. I'm interested. I want to try it. The price point is fantastic. So definitely reach out to Sarah. Jimmy, if you're a business and want to DJ, Jimmy's got you. If you want a content creator, someone to manage your account, Jimmy's got you. If you're looking for a family recipe, because you don't got none like me, Jimmy's got you. So definitely reach out to that. And then if you, how do I pitch you?
Content creation.
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah.
If you like,
Just say Mexican food.
yeah, I
Like,
didn't want to
that's
say
my
that, but if
thing.
you want to have like Mexican food, or if you want to get spicy, reach out to her, Jorgely. What's your Instagram, Jorgely? You didn't say that.
JJ.Yzquierdo. I know it's a mouthful.
Jesus,
It'll be
no
linked
one's
in the
gonna
video.
find you. We'll put it in the show notes. Jesus,
Yeah. I was
JJ,
gonna
what?
say-
My God.
Can you say that again?
Wow.
JJ Yzquierdo.
So we're gonna have a lesson on branding after we close. All right, thanks for watching. We appreciate you. This was a fantastic episode of UnPack Pittsburgh, where we unpack the people, places, products, and events that make Pittsburgh so unique and amazing. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye.